Welcome to another session of Statistics and Probability. This is your teacher, John Glenn S. Mario. Today we will be discussing understanding the normal curve distribution. After going through this lesson, you are expected to understand the concept of the normal curve distribution, state and illustrate the properties of the normal curve distribution, sketch the graph of a normal curve, and recognize the importance of the normal curve in statistical inference. So here I prepared here a video. A certain number of balls will be dropped from the center. Which among the following columns below will have the most number of balls? So dito sa part na to, maglalaglag ng mga bola. Ngayon, alin kaya dito sa mga column sa ilalim yung pinakamaraming mahuhulugang bola? Check natin. Okay. So, alin dito yung pinakamaraming bolang nahulog? Saang column nahulog yung pinakamaraming bola? Sa gitna, kung mapapansin natin. Yung sa mga natitira sa gilid-gilid, halos hindi ganun kasing grami. Pero ano napapansin nyo? Halos sumusunod dito sa curve na ito. Ang tawag dito ay normal distribution. Normal distribution, a probability distribution that describes how the values of a variable are distributed. It is a bell-shaped curve, and it is assumed that during any measurement values will follow a normal distribution with an equal number of measurements above and below the mean value. It is a distribution that occurs naturally in many situations. So, halimbawa, sa isang section, or sa isang grade level, sa grade 11, karamihan dito ay nasa anong age bracket? Karamihan ay nasa 16 or 17. Ilan lang yung nasa 18, 19, 20. Ganun din sa 15, 14, 13. We're talking about grade 11, ha? Example pa, yung mga yung mga bagong panganak na sanggol. Ang timbang nila, meron siyang range na nasa, hindi ko lang sure ha, pero nasa 2.4 or 2.7 kilograms. 2.7 or nasa 3. Pag mga lagpas na nun, hindi, kukunti lang. Pero we're talking about average, okay? Yan. Properties of the normal distribution. Ano po bang properties na yan? Unang-una, the distribution curve is bell-shaped. So, mapapansin natin yung kanyang hugis ay parang kampana. Very good. Next. The curve is symmetrical about its center. Ano ibig sabihin nun, sir? Ibig sabihin niya, sa gitna, eto, pantay yung magkabilang side. Kung ano itong nasa kanan, ganun din yung nasa kaliwa. Next. The mean, median, and mode coincide at the center. Meaning, yung average ng distribution, yung gitna ng distribution, at yung mode, yung pinakamarami, ay nasa gitna ng curve. Okay? Next. The width of the curve is determined by the standard deviation of the distribution. Ano ibig sabihin nun, sir? Yung agwat daw nito ay masosolve natin with standard deviation, or ang value ng agwat ng curve ay ang ating standard deviation. The tails of the curve flatten out indefinitely along the horizontal axis, always approaching but never touching it. Ibig sabihin, yung dulo ng ating normal curve ay nag-approach lang, papalapit lang siya sa x-axis. pero hindi siya didikit. The area under the normal curve is 1. It represents probability, proportion, or the percentage. Ibig sabihin, ang kabuuang sukat ng area ng nasa ilalim ng curve ay equal lang sa 1. It represents probability, proportion, or the percentage. Now, here's the standard normal curve. A standard normal curve is a normal probability distribution that has a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1. So, ito yung kanyang graphical representation, yung standard normal curve. Ang mean niya, 0 equal sa 0, at yung standard deviation niya ay equal sa 1. Now, the equation that describes the normal curve is this equation. Ngayon, ano ang nire-represent ng mga variables dyan? Yung y, in yung height ng ating curve. X is any score in the distribution. The standard sigma here is our standard deviation. The mu is our mean. Then pi here represents pi itself, the number pi. 3.1 or the constant pi 3.1415927. Then E is Euler's number 2.7183. Ngayon, kailangan ba naming computein yan, sir? Hindi po. Ano ba dapat ang lalabas dyan? Pag graph nyo to sa isang graphing calculator, the graph of this equation will look like this. A normal curve. Okay? So, paano yun, sir, pag nagsusukat kami? Kailangan ba namin kabisaduhin yung formula na to? Hindi po. Meron na po tayo ditong nakahandang table of values. And this is called the table of areas under the normal curve, which is also known as the Z-table. I believe meron kayo dyang kopya nitong Z-table. Ngayon, para saan ba tong Z-table? A Z-table, also called the standard normal table, is a mathematical table that allows us to know the percentage of the values below a Z-score in a standard normal distribution. So, ito daw yung magiging guide natin para malaman yung percentage ng values na katumbas ng isang Z-score. Sir, kailangan po ba namin kabisaduhin tong Z-table? Hindi po. Guide lang po ito, okay? Lagi ito yung katuwang nyo kapag nag-solve kayo ng problems involving normal curve. Okay? Okay. Z-score is a measure of relative standing and the final result of the area measured. So, ito yung kanyang regions. Sir, kailangan po ba kabisaduhin namin yan? Not really. Hindi naman kailangan. Pero may mga kailangan lang kayong tandaan. So, kung ano bang mapapansin nyo rito? Again, this shows symmetrical ang ating normal curve. Kung ano yung mga nakikita yung value sa kaliwa, yun din sa kanan. Ito yung mean natin, nasa gitna. Ito yung sinasabi ko, yung agwat ng bawat isang value is measured by or using the standard deviation or is equal to the standard deviation. Ito yung mga percentage or proportion ng areas ng normal curve. So, alam natin na ang area ng normal curve ay equal sa 1 or 100%. So, ito yung kanyang mga percentage. As you can see, na malaki yung percentage ng nasa gitna. 34 from 0 to 1, 34.13. From 1 to 2, 13.59. From 2 to 3, 2.14. Sir, bakit yung dulo 0.14? Actually, sa sobrang liit na mga values nito, mag-a-account lang siya sa 0.14. Pag in-add nyo lahat yan, ang total niya ay 100%. Kung ano yung nasa kaliwa, yun din sa kanan. Okay? Very good. Now, how to use the Z-table? For example, let us find the area that corresponds to Z is equals to 1. So, paano natin kukunin yung area? So, step 1, express the Z-score into a 3-digit form. Sir, yung 1 natin is 1 digit lang. So, ang gagawin natin dyan, gagawin natin 1.00. Yun yung unang step. Ano yung susunod na step? Step 2, find the first 2 digits on the left column. So, by looking at your Z-table, Ano daw yung first, ano hanapin natin sa left column? Yung first two digits, which is 1.0. At saan yung 1.0? Ayun, yung 1.0. Yun yung susunod na step. Next, find the third digit on the top row. So, ano daw yung hanapin natin sa top row? Yung 0.0. So, nasan yun? Ayun. Then, the intersection will be equal to the area. So, yung intersection daw nung dalawang yan. So, ano yun? Ayun. That is what? Area of z is equals to 0.3413. Nakuha ba? Okay, good. Next, find the area that corresponds to z is equals to 2.83. So again, repeat lang natin. Step 1, express the z-score into a 3-digit form. So 2.83 siya, 3-digit na siya. Okay? Next, find the first two digits on the left column. So using the z table again, ayan. So hanapin natin yung 2.8. Nasaan yung 2.8? Ayun, yung 2.8. Next, find the third digit on the top row. So ano yung third digit natin? Number 3. So nasan yung number 3? Ayun, yung 0.03. Next, intersection will be equal to the area. So hanapin lang natin yung intersection. Careful lang, wag nyo masyadong i-assume. Make sure na mamap nyo mabuti, hindi kayo malito. Okay? So ano yung kanyang area? Area niya ay 0.4977. Kuha ba? Okay, good. Next, the normal distribution. Let us review. The normal distribution, a probability function that describes how the values of a variable are distributed. It is a distribution that occurs naturally in many situations. Normal curve, also known as the Gaussian curve. And also, the properties, wag natin kakalimutan. Unang-una, distribution is bell-shaped. It is symmetrical about its center. Mean median mode coincide at the center. Width of the curve is determined by the standard deviation of the distribution. Tails of the curve flatten out indefinitely along the horizontal axis, always approaching but never touching it. And the area under the normal curve is 1. It represents probability, proportion, or percentage. So, yun na. Okay. So, ano ba ang dapat natin reviewin ngayon? Yung steps sa pagkuha ng area ng normal curve. So, paano bang gamitin ng z-table? So, unang-una, express the z-score into a 3-digit form. Find the first two digits on the left column. Find the third digit on the top row. Then, the intersection will be equal to the area. Okay? So, sige. Ngayon, practicein natin.
Get ready for the next battle.
Okay. So, here, let's fill in the blanks with the correct answer. And also, below, find the area of the following z-scores. Now, pause nyo muna yung video, then try to solve it, then check natin mamaya kung tama yung sagot nyo. Okay? I trust you guys. Good luck.
Much later.
Okay, so welcome back. Check natin kung tama yung mga sagot nyo. So, una-una, number 1, the standard normal curve is a normal probability distribution that has a mean equal to 0 and the standard deviation equal to 1. Next, the total area of the normal curve is equal to, very good, 1. Next, the area of the normal curve represents percentage, probability, and proportion. Next, the table of areas under the normal curve is also called z-table. Then, the width of the curve is determined by the, very good, standard deviation of the distribution. Ngayon naman, proceed tayo sa baba. Find the area of the following z-scores. First, ano yung area niya? Very good. 0.0714. Next, 1.96 is 0.4750. Next, 1.07. Very good. 0.3577. Then, sa kabila, 1.65 is 0.4505. How about 0.59? Good. 0.2224. The last one? Very good. 0.4951. Nakuha ba lahat? Okay, very good. Thanks for watching my video lesson. Again, this is John Glenn Salmario saying, remember, trust the process. Bye guys. See you soon.